delayed checks for Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and VA beneficiaries. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Alright, here we are yet again, just like every year, and there's now some concerns circling around out there that benefits are going to be delayed for about 70 million beneficiaries who do receive those benefits administered by the Social Security Administration, including the fixed income beneficiaries I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Well, that's what I want to focus on here in this video and discuss all the details as well as why this may actually be happening. Let's get into it and talk about what's going on. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day, watching the latest details hitting the wire and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay posted on what is actually going on and how it may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything popping up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, thanks so much for being here. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Also, feel free to share this video and hit the like button right down below if you'd like to do so as well. So again, thanks so much. Subscribe and let's get into it and talk about what is going on here and why is this information circling around suggesting checks are going to be delayed, and is this really something we need to be concerned about? I've even seen this showing up down below in the comments section as well. Alright, so let's talk through the details as far as what is going on and why this information is out there and why this may or may not be actually happening, okay? Alright, so here's what it comes down to. We're approaching rapidly the end of the fiscal year. Now remember, the fiscal year runs October 1st through the end of September. That is the fiscal year for the federal government, okay? Well, as a result of that, usually in September, for the last couple weeks when Congress returns from their long 5-week vacation, they come back and they scramble to get a bunch of legislation done, which they should have done before they went on vacation, but of course, they don't do that, right? So anyway, they always come back the end of September and they scramble to get things done, and then usually they don't get the new spending bill done for the new fiscal year for, in this case, it'd be 2024, the fiscal year, okay? Remember, it does not run the calendar year. It starts October 1st. That is the new fiscal year. Well, as a result of that, we always come down to this situation, as in the last handful of years here, we've been dealing with this. Now that we've been watching this stuff very closely, it's the same old thing. So basically, they come forward and say, well, if we don't get an agreement, we're going to be going into a government shutdown. And that could mean we're going to delay benefits and checks for millions of beneficiaries, right? They always come forward with this kind of stuff, scaring people, okay? Let me talk you through what happens here, okay? Now, here's the thing. Whether there is or is not a government shutdown as of October because they don't come together on a spending bill, let me explain this really quickly here. Here's what they do most years, not every year, but they do this most of the time. They come forward and they pass something called a continuing resolution, or sometimes they refer to it as a CR, okay? So as a result of this, they pass it, which basically says they're going to continue the spending from the previous fiscal year into the new fiscal year just to buy them more time so that they can come together on an agreement on the new fiscal year. To put it into perspective, last year, in the end of 2022, they were supposed to pass it, again, in the end of September or before October 1st. They did not pass it until just a couple days before Christmas, okay? So they were delayed, like, what is that? Almost 3 months, they were delayed, okay? Just to put it into perspective a little bit more clearly, okay? So this is not uncommon. They do this stuff all the time because they're too busy running off on vacation versus actually doing the work that they're supposed to be doing, right? So let's just talk about really quickly in the event of a government shutdown. Now, again, we don't know what's going to happen here. I'm just simply saying in the event that this actually does happen where there is a government shutdown, does this mean your checks are going to be ending, stopping, or delayed? No, no, and no. Okay, that's all you really need to know. Checks will still be going out. There won't even be a delay to benefits, okay? Now remember this much. Earlier this year, we dealt with the whole debt ceiling issue. Remember all that drama? I was out with you quite a bit during that time, talking you through the details, and I kept coming back saying, it's not going to happen, or there's not going to be a delay, there's not going to be a stop, please don't worry about it. There was a lot of people out there that were very concerned about their monthly benefits ending, being delayed, all kinds of stuff like that, and I continued to come back and said, there's laws in place, they cannot just stop benefits out of nowhere for no reason when it comes down to like the debt ceiling and stuff, okay? So When it comes down to a potential government shutdown, same thing, okay? No changes there. Even though we hear from all these people out there, you know who they are, they continue to come forward and say, look out everyone, if this party or these people don't do this, we're going to have a government shutdown and it's going to stop your Social Security checks. False. That is not true, okay? I would not worry about this if I were you, okay? Now again, here's what it comes down to. I want to point something else out. This could potentially, again, I really wouldn't worry about it, but this could potentially disrupt the flow of SNAP benefits, otherwise known as Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program or food stamps, okay? There's about 43 million people across the country that get these. These could potentially be disrupted in the event of a government shutdown. But when it comes down to Social Security checks, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, nope, you're going to be totally fine, okay? They have an obligation to continue paying these checks out even in the event of a government shutdown or even in the event of no deal on a debt ceiling like what we were talking about. What was that? 6 months ago, 5 months ago, whatever that happened to be earlier this year. We were talking about it a lot at that time. A lot of drama, a lot of things coming up. And then sure enough, they came together on a deal. So it was just a total waste to even, for them to be coming forward and saying, oh, we're going to, checks are going to be ending, all stuff, kinds of things like this. So anyway, long story short, this is what it's coming down to. If you've been seeing this out there, if you've been hearing people talk about this, this is what's going on with it, okay? Again, wouldn't be shocked one bit if they pass another continuing resolution pushing out, kicking the can down the road for another 3 weeks, 5 weeks, another month, whatever it happens to be, so they can finally get their work done. But I guess, I don't know. I guess my opinion is, why'd you go on vacation if you didn't get your work done? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's how I grew up. You don't get to have fun until you get your work done, right? So, clearly they didn't grow up with those values. And again, I'm not saying like I'm perfect, because I'm not. I'm just simply saying that's just what I knew growing up, right? You don't get to play until you empty the dishwasher, vacuum the floors, whatever it happens to be, right? Whatever I could do as like a 10-year-old or however old I was, you know what I mean? So my point is, this is what it comes down to. They are not finishing their work anytime soon, and as a result of that, we're getting more drama, okay? So even in the event of a government shutdown, don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about here, okay? So hope that helps you explain it a little bit further here. You're going to continue hearing this regardless of what you watch, what you listen to. You're going to continue hearing this because it's a scare tactic, right? It makes you think, wow, that other party is really, really bad. They're trying to cut our benefits. No, they're not. Not trying to do that at all. Nobody is trying to do that. So this has nothing to do with benefits. This has nothing to do with fixed income benefits whatsoever. This is talking about government spending for the next year, for the next 12 months. That's it. They're talking about all the details of that as far as, what can we spend some money on? How can we blow taxpayer dollars, right? Well, some people are saying, we want to spend all kinds of money on all this stuff. And other people are saying, no, let's just calm down a little bit and bring it in, okay? So again, that's why they're arguing here. That's why they're disagreeing. It happens every year. This is nothing new, okay? Anyway, hope that explains it. For those of you that have been down below in the comment section asking this and concerned about this, I hope this explains it. Of course, I'll continue watching this. If anything changes where we need to, talk about this further, anything changes where benefits may be at risk, which highly doubt it, just saying, in the event something happens here, of course, I'll bring it to your attention. Other than that, please don't worry about it. Do not lose sleep over this. Definitely no need to, okay? Anyway, hope this one helps you. Again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one. Leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. If I need to come back and talk about it further or elaborate, of course, I can always do that for you. Anyway, enjoy. Hope this helps you out a little bit to better understand this and maybe just take a sigh of relief that, all is good. Nothing's going to be changing for the most part. Anyway, hope this helps you. Anyway, enjoy. Have a good one, and catch you again later in the next